Hello everyone and welcome to my review of episode number 10 of BB28. It's crazy to think we're already in double digits for episodes this season. Just feels like it's flying by, but um, yeah, so episode number 10 of course was on Sunday night, July 26th, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Tonight was the HOH of course, and we would find out who gets the next BB time capsule, and my prediction was right, but I'm not upset about it. So the episode begins with the house guests talking about Rome's eviction. So Lyric is still trying to figure out who that one vote was, and nobody knows it was Taylor. Taylor has not said a word, to my knowledge, anyways. Um, and if she has said something about it, then it wasn't shown in the episodes. But yeah, Taylor was the one who voted to keep Rome, and she has not said a word about it to anyone for obvious reasons, right? So nobody knows it was her, and it's probably going to stay that way until maybe way later down the line. So, Angela is very happy, obviously. I'm going to be talking about her a handful of times tonight. Obviously, she's very happy because she was kind of the main reason why Rome ended up on the block in the first place, so yay, I guess. um, so, if they would show Drew talking about the HOH, and he said he doesn't want to win HOH this week, which is, I kind of get it from his point of view, because, like, he is still my pick to win. By the way, I did mention this in my last power ranking video. So he said he'd rather the blood be on someone else's hands, and you know what? I don't blame him, because I don't think anyone's targeting him, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit here. Um, yeah, I think he's in a good spot, even despite what happened tonight, which we'll get to. Um, so yeah, he said he didn't want to win the HOH, which I kind of understand. So then they would show Angela's egg punishment. That's over. So she took the thing off, threw it on the ground, and everyone was like stomping on it and stuff. It was kind of funny. So um, no more egg suit, no more egg jokes, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, the HOH competition would kick off. So they showed a sneak peek of this during Friday's BB Unlocked episode. Um, they didn't really say anything about what the competition was about exactly. So of course Devens was unable to compete as he is the outgoing HOH. So pretty much this HOH was a true or false questions they were being asked. So they were shown like a wrestling scene. It had a wrestling theme for it. So basically they were shown like a skit kind of thing, and they had to answer true or false questions about what they just saw. So, um, so after the first round, Dee and Taylor were out. So, okay. After the second round, Chuck, Drew, Angela, Melody, and Jason were all out. So, I was I was feeling pretty good at this point. I'm glad Angela's out. And I do like Dee, but I didn't really want to see her win again already, so I was kind of okay with that. So I'm thinking in my mind here because I really wanted to see Lyric win this after what happened last week with Rome getting evicted, of course. So I'm like, is Lyric gonna win this? Hmm. So after the third question, Haley is out, and then after the fourth question, Latrice would be out, and then on the fifth question, there are five house guests remaining, and four of them guessed it incorrectly. One got it correct, and that one was Kamu. So Kamu ends up becoming the new HOH. And how fitting is it? He's an MMA fighter and he wins a wrestling theme HOH. So I'm happy with this. I do like Kamu. Um, not the nominations are a different story. We'll get to that though. But yeah, Kamu is your HOH, and I think he was in a pretty good spot before this, anyways. This is going to make him shoot way up the power rankings, of course. So, yeah, new HOH is Kamu. So, obviously, he's thinking about who he's going to nominate. So, he's considering Mallory and Jason. Makes sense, right? Because he's not aligned with them. And Jason at this point is seen as a physical threat. He's got 2 comp wins, right? So Mallory and Jason, but he's unsure of the third nominee, right? So then, Angela, being Angela again, she was talking with Dee in the kitchen, and they're still trying to figure out who that one person was who voted for Rome to stay. And Angela thinks Drew did it. She thinks Drew did it, right? Of course, because why not? Because, Rome was my favorite. Angela was kind of the one who started him being out the door. And now she might do it with Drew as well, and Drew is my pick to win. Like, Angela can stop talking about other people. Now, what's crazy about this, she was talking to Dee in the kitchen, right? And Dee was kind of believing it too. She's like, oh yeah, that seems like something Drew would do. No, it wasn't Drew. Like, I'm telling you, it feels like Angela could say anything about any of the house guests, and anyone would believe it. Because it's Angela. It's the craziest thing. But anyways, I don't know if she actually thinks Drew was the vote for Rome to stay. And I put in my notes here, like, she really bothers me. She does. I don't know. It seems like anyone's gonna believe anything she says about anyone. So, how does she not win, right? So anyways, they would show Mallory talking to Kamu in the HOH room, and at this point, I had a pretty strong feeling Mallory was going to go up. So, Mallory says that she would have put up Dee if she won HOH, which who knows how true that is, because Dee did nominate Mallory when she was HOH as well. So, she also predicted that Dee or Devens would get the next BB time capsule. We'll get to that in a minute. But my prediction was Devens. Again, spoiler alert. She fears the Survivor players, and I don't blame her. I love Mallory, by the way. I've said this before, but the Survivor players, the returning players, they're kind of running the game right now, aren't they? Like, I like Devens and I like Dee. I don't like Angela. We all know this, but they're kind of running the game right now. And like Kamu is lined up with them as well. So we know they're not going up again this week. So I don't know, man. Somebody's got to take a run at these 3 soon, or I think they're going to go all the way. I really do. So I don't blame Mallory for, fearing the Survivor players, obviously. So they would then show Lyric talking to Kamu in the HOH room, and Lyric, she's kind of flirting with Kamu a little bit, but not really, because she's still in a relationship with Rome. She has feelings for Rome. At this point, Lyric is just doing whatever she has to do to stay in the game, right? So she kind of compliments him, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this will work for her. I don't know. But if it doesn't, it could come back to bite her badly. So we'll see, I guess. So then, while on the topic of showmances, they would show Drew and Melody. They're getting much closer. Like, I already knew they were close. We all knew that. But I don't know if there's an official showmance here at this point. I don't know. But Drew and Melody, they seem to be getting a lot closer. I worry about this because typically when it's showmance, as we know, it puts a target on you, right? So does this mean Drew is going to have a target on him now because of the showmance? So I don't know what's happening there. I don't think it's like an official thing yet. Maybe it is, I don't know, but they're getting much closer, we'll say that. So they would show who wins the next BB time capsule, and as I predicted, Devens does win the next BB time capsule. So, it was kind of obvious, let's be real. But I was happy about this one, because I do like Devens. So I'm like, okay, I hope he gets a power-up. Now, during the BB Unlocked episode on Friday, they showed what all the possible power-ups were and the possible punishments. The one that I made a note of was the Diamond Power of Veto. And guess what Devens got tonight? He got the Diamond Power of Veto. Yep. So this is a guy who was just HOH and won the veto last week, and now he's got the Diamond Power of Veto. So basically what this is regardless if he's HOH or not, he can take one of the nominees down, and he gets to name the replacement nominee for the next 6 weeks. So that's insane. Like, if not the best power-up of all time in Big Brother, it's definitely one of the best. So like, I said it before earlier, and I'll say it again, but like, these returning players, they're gonna run through the game. They're like this just helps their cause even more. So we'll see. I mean, I would imagine he's probably gonna use it at some point. We've already seen that Devens loves to cause chaos with the nomination ceremony last week. So yeah, I would imagine he's probably gonna use it, but maybe it'll get used this week. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, that's insane. But again, I mean, I did predict he would win the next one, and you know what? The next one, it's probably gonna be D because they seem to be picking all the returning players, which I get, right? Like, it's America's vote. That naturally they're just gonna pick the person that you know that they know the best probably. Um, so yeah. So Kamu would then talk to Jason in the HOH room, and Kamu was very careful about the way he talked to him. So his target is Jason. He wants Jason out, right? He told Jason that he would not put him up today. But later is a different story. He didn't say that part to him. He told Jason he would not put him on the block today, as in tonight, which he didn't. Jason is not on the block. But again, later on, we'll see what happens. But at this point, I'm thinking, yep, Lyric is probably going on the block now. So, she is obviously not happy. I'm not happy because Lyric is still my favorite out of the girls. And Kamu said she was safe. She did say she was, or he did say that she was safe. And well, that didn't end up being the case. So, we go to the nomination ceremony. This week's nomination ceremony was much more relaxed than last week. So, the nominees, there is one that kind of surprises me a little bit. So, the 3 nominees are Lyric, which I saw coming, Mallory, which was pretty obvious, and Latrice. Latrice kind of surprises me a little bit. But again, he says his target is Jason, so I don't see how any of these 3 go home. They shouldn't, right? But it is Big Brother. You never know. Lyric was told she was a pawn, but pawns go home in Big Brother, as we've seen. So yeah, Lyric, Latrice, and Mallory. I feel bad for Mallory. I like her too, and that's her 2nd time on the block already. So yeah, we'll see what happens. POV Wednesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, of course. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, things can change on a dime in the Big Brother house, as we know. So Kamu does say Jason is his target, but you just never know, right? So if these, man, like, if these were the 3 nominees on eviction night, who would I want to see? I like all 3 of them. That's tough. Like, Lyric, Latrice, and Mallory. I guess Latrice, but I like all 3 of them. I mean, like, can they all stay? But we'll see what happens, right? We still got the veto, we got the blockbuster, and there's Devens Diamond Power veto as well, which we'll see if that gets used this week. You never know, it might. So yeah, we'll see what happens on Wednesday for the POV episode at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But let me know what you thought of the episode tonight, guys. Let me know how you feel about the nominees, about Kamu being HOH. I'm happy about him being the HOH because I do like Kamu, but I'm not happy with who's nominated because I like all 3 of them. Lyric specifically, and let me know how you feel about Devens winning the BB time capsule. I predicted it. It was kind of obvious to me, but I am happy because I do like Devens, and he now has an insane power-up because of that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for my review of episode number 10. And yeah, we will see what happens on Wednesday night for the Power of Veto competition. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.